Let's see if I'm actually live now. Hello. Let's see if I'm actually live. There it goes. Yeah, so funny story. There's a broadcast feature in Steam, and for the next fest, what you're supposed to do apparently, and I kind of missed this part when I was getting ready for it, was that you're supposed to do a broadcast, but then what a lot of people do, because of the way the algorithm on that works, is that they'll do a broadcast that's not actually a live broadcast. They'll just record a short segment and then just stream it looping for, I don't know, pretty much the whole event. So you'll go to like the store page and you'll see the stream and it'll say it's live, but it's actually just a pre-recorded thing that's looping. And that's kind of the meta for that, which I didn't like. So I decided to come over to YouTube and do a stream instead. And the other thing that was really annoying about it is that even though the way that and Valve themselves says that basically looping pre-recorded stuff is acceptable, which is weird because it's branded as a live stream. But the way it's set up is that if you want to do that thing that's basically the main way to get eyes on your game through broadcasts during the next fest. But yeah, the way that you're pretty much recommended to do it is to actually set up your computer to be constantly streaming that looping footage, rather than Steam having a feature that does that, which is kind of oof. And so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have my computer sitting here streaming it the whole time, and especially because it's not even live. Yawnoc isn't actually launched. This is a gameplay stream ahead of time. Game's not done yet. It's just the next fest is happening right now, and there's a demo available for people to play, so you can go into the description and play it. Wait, how did I phrase that? Did I phrase it funny? I do not remember how I phrased that in the description, so that might be the problem. It's just, I'm just gonna hear my double. Oh no, I said wishlist and demo available. But yeah, it's not out yet. You can play the demo, which has the first area in it, but this stream will show more areas. There are some balancing issues. So things may be a little bit funny in for the stream. The demo is more properly balanced. The different areas for what I'm going to be playing today are not quite balanced. So specifically, fall is really hard, or autumn, and then winter is really easy. But I'm going to play in the hardest difficulty because that should be the most interesting. I'm also used to playing on the Steam Deck rather than my computer, actually, which is going to be a bit funky. But yeah, let's see. So I do have my introduction stuff, so it just makes you press all the buttons. I'm gonna turn that down for myself, because I can't hear myself talk. Yeah, so I figured I'd stream for an hour or two, maybe. I am playing on the hardest difficulty, which means I can't remember if it's like 50% or 100% more health for enemies. So I think I'm not sure how much it was. There's also a bunch of new upgrades that I've not actually really played with. So let's see. Tell if that's 4 or 5 shots, so I'll have to see. I've not really played on this difficulty much. I accidentally played it and didn't really notice. the first time because I was still playing just fine. I had so many enchants on my weapons when I accidentally played. I was like on a plane and like half asleep. But I had so many enchantments that the increased difficulty wasn't that challenging. I'm gonna take this thing. That's not good. That is not good. The upgrade I just bought gave me a random item, and it gave me frequent customer, which increases the frequency of any owned upgrades in the shop. And the 2 upgrades I have right now are not great for appearing in the shop. Okay, that was not good. Let me just... I'm not a huge fan of the slow motion. It can be useful, definitely, in certain circumstances. And it's probably really good for less experienced players, but I don't really need the slowdown to play well. But yeah, since I'm on the hardest difficulty, my enchantment prices are gonna be lower. I am gonna buy this. Gives me more range. So the other starting weapons will unlock after the 4th and 8th wave. So I'll get those pretty quickly because they're more set up for the demo. I might add a 4th starter weapon, being the Carnelian Blade. Oh, I guess the beacon has increased health too. This is probably what's gonna kill me on later waves. It's just having to sit here forever shooting the beacon. Hopefully I'll be able to get my DPS up later. I'm actually gonna be reworking this whole environment where it's in the high life mode and everything's dark today, hopefully. Yeah. On this run, I think the goal is to unlock Gym, which happens after or on wave 10. I gotta beat wave 10 and get to Autumn. So the goal is to not die before Autumn. I have the... Actually, it's not even called Shockwave, I don't think. It's called Shockwave in the code, but yeah, it's called Overheat here. But I have the Overheat upgrade, which is actually stronger on the higher difficulties because things take longer to kill. So having something on fire helps you a bit more. Okay, this might actually be some fire. Okay, I'm not making a ton of progress. There we go. Fortunately, the secondary on the rifle still one-shots everything, even on this difficulty. I think that'll get it. I would like these to go away so they can scrap here. Yeah, that might get it. Oh, I got a reproducing pattern up here. Oh, I almost got hit by that. Please give me a potion. That's not a potion. That's also not a potion. These are the unofficial name for these is barrels, and that may become the official name. Do I feel like the description for each difficulty is needed? Like, isn't just saying easy, medium, hard, etc. just good? I think it is because some of the mechanics kind of change when you choose the different difficulties, and they change in weird ways. And the big one that would incentivize you to do the hardest difficulty that you can handle is that the enchantment prices get lowered, and you wouldn't know that easily unless the description said that. So that's the main reason why. But also, like, the health increase only happens on the highest difficulty, and then the health increase of the enemies only occurs on the highest difficulty, and then the reduced damage taken only by the player only occurs on the lowest difficulty. So there's some weird quirks for the different difficulties that you wouldn't really know about without a description. It's cluttering up the UI a little. I don't think so, because you have to be hovering it in order to see that. I can show you after I die how that interacts, but I don't think it's cluttering it up, because especially I haven't added the thing where it saves the last difficulty you chose going forwards, but if you are constantly playing on the same difficulty and it has it auto-selected to the one you were last on, you're not even hovering it most of the time, so there's not much clutter going on. And even then it's a menu, so it's not like blocking anything you need to see. So yeah. Now, something I was thinking about was putting like a difficulty thing on the HUD here, like an icon or something, or like a meter showing how the difficulty progressed, but I decided not to do that because it's a bit cluttered. I might add a timer just kind of suggesting that in certain things the difficulty is increasing as the time goes on. That's just kind of subtly suggesting it. The more blatant thing, like Risk of Rain, would take too much screen real estate. What's the game's name? Yep, it's in the description. Trees are repetitive. Yeah, it's the same tree thing. There's the smaller one. The different areas have different models, or not models, artwork for the trees and stuff. So once we get to fall, I think there's 3 different types of trees, and then winter there's, maybe 4 actually for fall. And then winter, it's like, I think it's back to 2, but then there's also rocks and bushes. So it gets a little bit more varied once I get out of the summer area. The camera goes too low on the borders. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you saying like when I'm at the bottom of the map the camera goes too low? Because I mean the camera's still based on where my mouse is, so it's not like if anything, it would almost be better to not have any borders so that the player can look wherever they really want to with the mouse. When I came out with my first game, did I have any success? It depends if you're talking about my first game at all or my first like Steam game. My first Steam game I did have success with. It's probably made like I put 100 hours into it and made like $4,000. Which was a good deal. It's funny, it looks like, it's not set in stone with Yawnoc obviously, but it looks like all of my games will, that I've released on Steam may make me more per hour than whatever other thing I'm doing at that time, whether it be working a full-time job or freelancing or whatever. Which would suggest that game development's the most well-paying job I could have, but it's still a risky business to be in. Was it made in Pygame? Yes. Pygame and Modern Geo. Bug spray's kind of funny. I'll take some of that. I do not want the money gun right now. Oh, he's given the introduction for how the enchantments work. I skipped the first one. It basically is trying to say, without being too straightforward, that when you enchant something, it persists for future runs. I can get I just got a really basic enchant on this thing. It's not a bad thing to have, but it's pretty basic. So I think the way this ends up working, the double fire doubles your damage for that shot, and then precision also doubles the damage for that shot. Now those can interact differently with different effects, so they can be better or worse depending on your upgrade stack and your weapon choice. So precision increases your damage on that one hit, whereas overload will end up increasing the amount of times on hit effects are procced. So if you have an upgrade stack that works off of how many times you hit an enemy, you might want overload more than precision. Whereas if you're leaning more on dealing high damage to build up penetration, and in some cases if you've got smite going on, which triggers based on excess damage after killing something from a single shot, so like you want to deal as much damage as possible, precision is better. Also, sledgehammer increases the damage by a multiple on your first shot, so with precision that'll work better than overload. So they're kind of the same in the sense, without any upgrades, in the sense that it's a chance to do did I just get a scam text? Really? Bruh. I'm just gonna turn on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, so they both, without any other context, have a 5.1% chance and a 3.5% chance of doubling my damage. Although if you note, my overload enchants a higher level there. Anyways, I am very low on health, so hopefully I can find a potion. That is not a potion. I heard... So that little crack sound, I'm probably going to change it. It sounds like someone's cracking their knuckles. This is the crit sound. I forgot how I made it. It was definitely not cracking knuckles. I think it actually comes from like rocks or something. I do have bug spray, which means there's a chance of these not spawning centipedes when I kill them. That does actually reduce the scrap rewards, because the scrap rewards from the eggs come from when you kill the centipedes, not the eggs. So you get no scrap rewards if you've gotten like 20 bug sprays. But then you don't have to deal with as many centipedes. You play the demo and it's amazing. The one thing that annoys you is whenever enemies are behind trees, their outline remains. You feel like the outline should be removed when dead. Oh, die behind. Yeah. That is a bug that I need to fix. I did not bother fixing it because it doesn't actually change. It doesn't have a mechanical effect, but I didn't immediately know what's going on with that, and I had other stuff to work on, so I decided to leave it. And I'll address it for the full release. So that is actually a bug. There's also some other... It's related to another bug where you'll see... Like if you look at the stumps, as the automata is going through its steps and, I guess, changing, you can see the shadow flickering. So it seems like there's like a double layering of stuff going on that I need to look into. But yeah, I haven't had time to look into that issue specifically. I'll address it at some point. Alright. I have a suspicion that I might die on the 8th wave. So my secondary ability does not one-shot the centipedes right now. It does one-shot them in what am I thinking of? It will one-shot them in the lower difficulties. Oh, that got most of them. Alright, now I've got to deal with all the eggs down here. So, yeah. This can be really annoying when these get out of hand. It's easier if you have a different gun. The rifle's not the best at handling these. I'm just trying to use my secondary so that I don't get messed up here by them. Because if I hit them with the secondary, they're like out like 1 health by the time. I got overload there. I just saw the 2 things. So actually that's one of the differences, is that like overload can actually, yeah, both overload and precision apply to my secondary, I think. Alright. I got it again. That was lucky. And because they're kind of stacked up, it did one-shot the centipedes there, because both of the shots hit. Have I tried my hand in isometric games? Yes, you can look at my itch.io page. I've done it a fair bit. Can I upgrade again? Yes, I can. And I got overload 3. Magnet can be pretty good. It'll help me collect a lot of extra scrap that's a bit dangerous to get normally. I don't know if investing is a good choice here because, well, I already got investing once, but investing's good if you stay alive long enough to reap the rewards of it. Roly-poly is pretty good, I think. Let me roll more. What's the percentage? Is it like 11? 11. So the thing to keep in mind about the roly-poly is that it's 11% in total, but it's not from the end of your roll, it's from the beginning of your roll. So you only have to get, I don't know what it is, like 70% or so to be able to constantly roll. Now the thing is you can't shoot while you're rolling, so you don't want to just always be rolling. That doesn't really help you much, but having your roll available whenever you need it is very useful. Alright, so I got 2 more waves until... Man, there's a lot of stuff here. Fall is going to be absolutely insane. Keep in mind that the stuff you see here is at an increased difficulty from... oh man, I almost dodged that. This is going to be at an increased difficulty from what most are going to see in the game. Ooh, I'm at 1 health. I need more range. I messed up. Okay. But I do have, so I spent a lot of money on enchantments there, and those are going to stick around for the next run here. If I go try again. Oh, that's a bug. It's supposed to go to the weapon select. Not sure what happened there. I tested it before, and that seemed to work. Are they backwards? They might have gotten backwards, because I noticed that the order flipped. But I don't think that's how that works. I'll have to I'll do main menu next time and see what happens. But yeah, so I unlocked the pistol this time, so I could use that if I wanted, but I'm going to stick to the rifle. The pistol's decent. It's got really good wave clear with the grenade, but the problem is that the DPS is a bit lower than the rifle, I think. So the hardest part about this difficulty is the beacons, because the beacons have a ton of health, and you really have to get them low fast, because it's very difficult to dodge all the projectiles. So I need high DPS. The pistol surprisingly makes a very good secondary, because the main firing's not great, but the ability is pretty strong, so you could switch to it and use the secondary. But yeah, so I'm going to stick with the rifle here. Why no game for macOS? So it's still up in the air whether or not it'll release on macOS. The demo is not, but the actual full game might. The way it's looking right now is that I probably won't have time before release, but there's a decent chance I'll do a Mac build after release. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the wishlist numbers for that too. It reminds you of Nuclear Throne. I've seen it. I've been told, it was funny, I think 6 years ago maybe, I was told that my Game Jam games reminded someone of the guy who made Nuclear Throne's early games. And that was back when I was making a lot of more platformers, which was funny. But yeah, I've not actually played Nuclear Throne. I think I've probably taken inspiration from things that have taken inspiration from Nuclear Throne. And maybe, I think, actually, you know what? I think I did. There's a long story behind where the artwork came from for Yawnoc, but I think in the artwork for Yawnoc originally wasn't even for Yawnoc when I drew the trees and the walls and stuff. I think I may have looked at Nuclear Throne for a reference. And then I think if you actually look at it, it's visually still distinctive. It's a similar resolution, but then I think mine's more, I'm gonna look it up. I think I've got higher saturation, just color-wise it's very different. And Nuclear Throne doesn't have like trees and stuff. And to be fair, the trees do kind of block your view. I was gonna work a bit more on improving visibility behind the trees. And actually in winter it's a problem because the visibility marks are the whites. It's like white outlines, but in winter the trees are white, so you can't really see. How to do the layering so I know if the player's behind or in front of a tree, for example. So I make a list of everything I want to render and an associated Z value, and then I just run a normal Python sort on the list with the Z value in the front and the thing I want to render, or the information for the rendering in the back. And then so it'll sort that list so that I can render all this, render all the stuff in the back first, and then you move towards the front. So you just put in a number based on the layer you want, and you sort it. What does High Life do? It's a different, hang on, I'm gonna lower my volume a little bit. High Life is a different cellular automata rule set. It's based on Conway's Game of Life, but it has an extra case for creating life. So the end result is typically that you get more cells than coming to life than in Conway's Game of Life, which is overall makes it more chaotic. You can Google High Life. It's a thing you can Google. Wait, was it Jet who told me about the Nuclear Throne correlation? I haven't heard anything from Jet about that. How's my avatar built? It's Modern GL and Modern GL Media Pipe and Pygame. But yeah. Also, so gameplay wise, this game's very different from Nuclear Throne. I think Nuclear Throne is it closer to Dungeon Crawler? So Yawnoc doesn't actually have randomly generated arenas. I have a set of like 4 arenas per season, and it just randomly chooses one. And the idea is that it's kind of a bit more open normally, and you want it to be more open than most games so that the cellular automata has more space to live. Cellular automata typically needs a fair bit of space, so it needs to have some open areas, and yeah, just tight corridors and stuff do not work at all with cellular automata. I did think about doing it where I had rooms of like the size of these arenas maybe that were connected. I thought about doing that. That could have worked, but I think I want to focus more on just the combat and stuff rather than dungeon crawling. So Yawnoc is actually not really a dungeon crawler. So it's just you're going between arenas and the buying area and fighting cellular automata, getting upgrades, upgrading your weapons, stuff like that. So it's more arcadey, I guess. But it is still roguelite. And then obviously the whole cellular automata thing itself makes it very different from Nuclear Throne. I don't know if Nuclear Throne has anything like, I would assume they have like upgrades, but I'm guessing they wouldn't have anything like weapon enchants. I don't know. They probably have some kind of meta progression. Got any update on Pixcards for after Yawnoc's release? I mean, I will be working on it. There's not something like hidden that I haven't announced or anything, but like, yeah, I'll switch back to Pixcards once Yawnoc's out. I might do a bit of both, and depending on how Yawnoc does, I might make some updates for Yawnoc after it's out. So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, so let's go ahead and try again. How long have I been streaming? Is it, where is that number? 30 minutes, not too bad. Okay. I'll probably do like an hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll see. I would like to get, it would be cool if I could get to winter. Winter itself is not very well balanced, so once I get there, and by not well balanced I mean it's too easy, but it might be too easy because summer is too hard, so, or not summer, because autumn is too hard. So I think, yeah, I'll try to get to winter and then maybe stop there, but I don't know if I will be able to. I've not actually gotten to winter on this difficulty yet. Normally I play on a difficulty below this, but when I play on the difficulty below, I get to winter like every time, and then it's just a chaos. And chaos because my weapons are overpowered and I just shred absolutely everything in winter. Is it my plan to ever release all my previous streams so I can watch? I might go through and try to do that. I tried to do that once and then YouTube didn't tell me, but it sent out notifications to everyone for every single one of the streams. And well no, it's not notifications for the first like 3 or whatever, but then it put every single one of them in people's subscription feeds, which wasn't good. So I had they recently added a setting I think you can use to do that without putting it in people's subscription fees, so I'm gonna have to look into that, and I might do it that way. But you can already go back and watch all of them. They're all already in a playlist. There's like a playlist for all my past live streams, so you can see every single one. And then all of my live streams for the past like 2 years have been left public. Yeah, the reason they were unlisted was because it used to be that the live streams appeared in your videos tab and they didn't have a separate tab. So if you live streamed, it like cluttered your channel and people couldn't see your normal videos. Especially if you were doing it weekly. So that's why I would have to unlist them, so yeah. I could buy the beamer. I've not actually bought a weapon yet. It's supposed to give me a discount. Alright. Oh, this is a bit dangerous. This is a little bit easier on a controller because I have the aim assist, so I don't even have to make sure that my mouse is on the beacon. It just kind of is. Did I do the wrong difficulty? I think I did. Was I just... well... oh, no, maybe not. I think I had overload on the secondary there. Yeah, that's definitely the highest difficulty centipede there. Okay. Those machines that shoot in any direction are unofficially called crabs. So they have little legs. Why did I step on that? I also need to make it so the bullets show through the trees. That's something I need to do too. But I need to rework how that whole system operates, because right now it's very taxing on the processor. So it just needs to all be improved. Ooh, these ones are good. And then it wants me to buy the beamer. Can I upgrade it? It's 84. But yeah, all the enchant prices are going to be very low because of the difficulty I'm playing on. I don't know if this has higher DPS than what my rifle has with the upgrades. And yeah, it actually might not be better. It's hard to tell. I might just use it for the extra rounds thing. Ooh, yikes. That's not good. Could use some roly-poly right now. So I can like fire super fast with this thing. It's good if you got a lot of on-hit effects to apply. I'll enchant it and see what I get. Maybe I'll get something good. So the way the enchant, if you really want a good setup, you want to get certain enchants on certain weapons. So what you would do is you would keep enchanting, stripping enchants, and re-rolling it until you get a good combo. This one's decent. Heat is good on this gun. Actually, it's all right. No, I think there's probably some better options. I'm trying to think what would be the best here. Heat's not one of the worst ones to get. This is not a terrible combo, but it's not something I would be super excited about either. The magnet, I think my rifle's definitely still stronger right now. But if I want to set a bunch of things on fire, I can. With the heat chance is pretty low. But you can see, I think something's catching on fire. So actually right now, if I want to open a chest, what I should do is I should switch to this thing and see if I can get a second drop out of it. And I think you can use that to get a second drop, and then there's also a upgrade called Gambler's Dice, which gives you a chance to double things again, so you can actually get 4 drops out of a chest. And then there's another one that will increase the scrap drops. There's an enchant for that. And then there's also the investing that will give you 1 extra scrap each time. So you can get you can make your chests really loaded if you get the right upgrades and enchantments. I kind of want to play with that because I think it might actually be really strong. But you got to get the right stuff for it. Right, there's one more thing I got over here. What is this? Hello. Did I create shaders using Pygame or another library? It's Modern Geo. Okay. Okay, this is one of the best weapons. I nerfed it already, but it will freeze everything. There's one enchantment that's really good on this, and that's the it's really good if you can get the quick charge enchant, which can reduce your secondary cooldown. Do I buy it? Or do I get the health? Let's just try to unlock Gym first. I can worry about that stuff later. How am I shooting so fast? The beamer just shoots very fast, and then it has a secondary that increases the firing rate. And it actually transfers, so it gives you a passive ability or a passive effect that will increase your firing rate, so you can actually use it and then switch to another weapon and it'll still shoot fast. But the rifle doesn't shoot as fast as the beamer to begin with, so it's not going to be crazy. Is this project object-oriented? Yes, but there's a lot of not... Object-oriented purists would not be happy with this code base, let's put it that way. Ow. So I can use the lifesteal here to increase my healing. And I got a shield too. The shield disappears after every wave, but in a wave it acts as an extra health. So I just slowed down time. I slowed it down again. The rifle actually might be... The rifle's pretty well balanced, I feel like. It's not... It's a decent weapon. The secondary's stronger than it seems, especially when you're on this higher difficulty where it still one-shots everything. Okay, do I want roly-poly? Stopwatches would be funny. Can I enchant again? I can. And I can still get the stopwatch, which will let me fire my secondary a bit faster. I need to get these sorted. It's sorted on the right here. Alright. So I use my secondary there. Oh, that's not good. It's too much chaos. I don't see that. Wait. I don't know if the beamer out damages or not. The rifle. I don't think so. Oh, that's perfect. So I can heal now. So I healed a bit. Let's go and see if I can find some other stuff. I've not gotten the double drop yet from the chest. It's only 3%, so I would have to get a few upgrades or enchant stacks for it to become reasonably likely. But every enchant, well, the first enchant pretty much doubles it because it's every enchant's I think a flat increase, or not a flat. It's actually exponential in some cases. It's I think that hyperbolic or something that's like exponential, but then it levels off at 100%. Oh, extra rounds is the best upgrade in the game, I think. I've not actually done the math on it, but it feels like it is. Because you're getting like a flat 8% increase to your damage pretty much. Alright. How many enchants do I need to do in order to get a max enchant? There is no max enchant. It's how much money you can get. But the prices for enchants go exponentially up. So each one costs a lot more. Until it reaches a point where you can't keep getting them. I chose Python because I can do it faster with it. You can randomize pitch to avoid audio stacking. I would have to look and see if that is actually easily doable in Python or in Pygame. I don't know if I have pitch control. Actually, I think I do on the channels, but it's a bit hacky. I got a double drop there. These things are annoying. There we go, there we go. They're gonna bug me wherever I am. They've got global range. So. It's good to knock them out early. Normally you can do like the eggs last, but there's not a whole lot of things bothering me right now. Oh, that's a Yeah, for anyone watching, the demo is available on Steam if you want to check out the game for yourself. You won't have as much content as I have here, but yeah, because it's a demo. The full game will be out in, well, 1 month, 1 day short of a month, so about 1 month, November 14th. Alright, so we're about to run into Jim here. And we'll get the fall experience, which is gonna be absolutely crazy. I might not. I don't think that. That's not what I need. That helps, but I already lost it. I'll make it through. And yeah, this is the last wave of the summer season, so we just gotta beat these remaining machines and I'll be in fall. Or autumn. It sounds fancier if I say autumn. Alright, so now we go say hi to Jim. Yes, this is still a game. Oh, someone joined as a member. Thank you, Arion Michael? Arion? You are the second person to join as a member. You get pretty much the same rewards as Patreon, except you also get an icon in the chat. Fall is like the caveman way of saying autumn. Yeah, something like that. For pixel art, other than just practicing and making sure art, are there any resources I would recommend for to understand like pixel art theory? I have a video about pixel art, and that's pretty. There's only a few things I know past that, so it covers most of the things I know. The rest of it's just kind of intuitive. Is there lore? Kind of. It's gonna get a little bit more complex once I have the ending working. Optimizing tips for Pygame. I briefly talked about it in one of my videos. There's not a whole lot you have to do. It's more about it's actually a lot of data structures, making sure your data is organized. And then for Pygame specifically, it's just make sure you convert your images. It speeds up rendering speed. But then other than that, there's not a whole lot. How can you learn pixel art? Yeah, just draw. Because I learned by just drawing. I didn't really follow any tutorials. And I follow people on Twitter that make pixel art, and I can see what other people are doing. That's one of the things with pixel art, though, is that when you like just search for pixel art, actually a lot of stuff you see is really not that good. So you have to be careful where you get your references from to make sure you're actually getting good references for learning and developing a style, I guess. Do pretend to make an online mode for the game. I'm not sure what. I don't think pretend is the right word there. I'm guessing if you're asking, I'm planning on making it, and I don't. I thought it would be kind of fun, but it would be too much work for it. And also the way the enemies work would have to be restructured a bit to make it work online. Now you could have a sloppy multiplayer experience if you hack some stuff together. And it'll be open source, people can mess with it. Convert, what do you mean convert your images? There's a .convert method in Pygame you can use on surfaces. What is the main character? It's like a bird dinosaur thing. But it doesn't have any arms, so you can't really see any wings or anything. Now there's a question of whether or not, if you could see the arms, whether it would be arms or wings, which I've not actually decided on. Do I know what my next project's going to be? I'm going to finish Pixcards, so not really a new project. But then simultaneously, I'm also going to be working on a VR first-person shooter, hopefully. Don't I want to start a game dev company? Not really. I'm not a huge fan of working with people. So just trying to shred these things as fast as possible. They're going to be very dangerous if I don't get ahead of them. Okay, the freeze is going to help. not a good spot to be. I don't like all the eggs. There's too many eggs. Okay, I gotta find where all the stuff's coming from. So this automata rule set has a lot more movement going on. There's a lot of, everything's pretty much a glider, and it'll fly around. And because of the difficulty increase, they go really fast too. I'm probably not gonna survive this. I really need like a potion from a chest. That might work. That healed me a bit. Might keep me going. So the difficulty is increasing as I'm taking forever to clear this, which is making things continually worse for me. That's why it's important to have good weapons. If I can set the spawners on fire, that'll go a long way for me. I think I set some of the eggs on fire, which is not great for me. Okay, I see 2 more spawners left. Okay, I died. Well, I have Gym now, which means that I can clear those earlier waves faster. Are these backwards? No, they're not. Okay, so it's just that the try again one's not working at all. I'll have to look into that and see what happened there. I might have to rebuild the demo. We'll go with the rifle again. I'm not gonna mess much with the other weapons. I'll buy other weapons, but I don't really want to use the pistol or the shotgun. I nerfed the shotgun a lot. It used to be a lot stronger, but then I nerfed it so that it's still kind of strong, but I prefer to keep my distance a bit more. What do I do for work? I'm a software engineer. I'll get the random upgrade. And I got frequent customer again. What is the chance of that happening twice? There's like already 30 something upgrades, so the chance of that happening twice is like 1 in a... Is it 1 in 1,000? What is the square root of 1,000? It's 31.6 is the square root of 1,000, so... About 1 in 1,000 chance of that happening twice, unless there's a bug, which is also possible. But I'm pretty sure I've tested it and I've gotten other stuff with the mystery thing. But frequent customer alone, well, actually probably one of the stronger items in the game. But you really have to know what you want to get. Why are there faded out machines? So that has to do with the automata rule set being used in the autumn area. Why is Jim's gun is like way above his head? Hello, sir. That is not correct. I think I had this bug somewhere else before. I think this happened in a Murder Moonshine, which is funny. I think the actual issue... Yeah, so what happened is that the offset got messed up on Jim. I need to fix that. I'm surprised I'm seeing that again, but it's because it's in Pigpen. It's not in something that was specifically for Yawnoc. But yeah, it's a funny bug. Yeah, the gun's not actually placed wrong. It's that Jim is placed wrong. You can even see from his shadow. His shadow's like right there. That's interesting. Yeah, the faded out machines are in Brian is the automata in Fall is based off of Brian's brain, which has cells are not necessarily alive or dead. They have a gradient they go through. And actually what happens is when they're going through the gradient, they're not technically considered alive for the purposes of reproduction. But it's actually almost the opposite. They prevent anything from becoming alive in that location. And that's kind of what causes the glider effect. So those cells exist in the game. The game's keeping track of them, so I figured I'd show the faded out machines there. And it actually gives you a sense of direction of where the gliders are going, so it's useful. But you can't shoot them, and they don't fight. Where do I get inspiration from to make my games? Random games, I guess. I don't know. I don't have like a procedure. You probably said in one of my videos that I usually go low resolution. You're wondering how high I go, like what's your max 32, but I took them per tile or something? Oh yeah, per tile. Yawnoc is 12 by 12, so that's that. I don't think I've ever done 32 by 32. 32 by 32 is pretty high. I think I've done 16 by 16 before. I'm not sure. I think I have. I don't know if I've gone much higher. All right, back to trying to get to winter. I'll need a fair number of enchants to actually get there. I don't think the beamer is going to be the way to get there. I think actually the neutralizer is the overpowered weapon that I was using before, and I think it, especially on this difficulty, it's going to be very strong. What it does is it has a secondary that can turn a bunch of machines into like just machines that can't attack anymore. It changes their type to be less hostile. And in the fall, you can do that to convert larger groups of machines if you do it right. And then that can significantly reduce the threat. All right. So I've got frequent customer and cleanse, which will go a long way. That'll hopefully make it so that I don't have to deal with too much. The radius on that's not great yet. I need more cleanse stacks for that to be good. But what it does is it stops or deletes projectiles that are too close to me. The more stacks I have, the larger the radius. It triggers whenever I use my secondary, provided it's not on cooldown. It has its own separate cooldown in case you get like a weapon where you can spam the secondary. I did that wrong. I rolled into the water. Alright, there's a lot of eggs here. Alright, last thing. Here we go. You went 92 by 92 per tile? Well, I mean, at that point, it's pretty much not pixel art. Because I mean, you've got what? You can fit 20 tiles on your screen at... Yeah, you can only fit 20 tiles doing 1920 by 1080 without even increasing the pixel size. So it's just normal, non-scaled pixels. So I'm not... If you double it, then you can only fit 10 tiles on the screen. So I'm not... Mathematically, I don't think that adds up. Normally you would deal with... I don't think you would ever really go above 32 by 32. If you're doing like pixel art where you're meant to see the pixels. Unless you're doing something that's like super zoomed in and the tiles are meant to be huge. Sludge can be pretty strong, and I think it's really strong in fall, so I actually might want to take advantage of that. Let's see. If I can find the hand cannon, that might be a good weapon to use here. Alright, I have an update that allows the, this is push out Sunday, that allows the upgrades to this, or the effect notifications to stack finally, so they don't block each other. Alright. Oh, here's the hand cannon. That's the one. I can't buy the potion now, but this one hits hard. The thing is that you have to get penetration with it. There's a penetration upgrade that it really needs. And then it's really good if you can get the smite upgrade on it. So I'm gonna just try and re-roll a bunch of upgrades on this, which means that I'm gonna collect money, and I'm probably not gonna do that well this run, but I'm hoping to get the smite enchant on it. And if I can get that, then it can become really strong. Ow. So it has a very low rate of fire, but it has a lot of damage. The secondary on it's kind of like the, yeah, it's kind of like the rifle, but it has a wider area of effect, and it has less penetration, but you can increase it with upgrades. The damage might be higher, I'm not sure, I would have to check on that. But I have like two basically piercing one-shot things here. Oh yes, a potion. Okay, so I got a ton of scrap here, so I could probably get a couple upgrades, a couple rolls, so I can get. Let's see if I can get it. I got smite first try. Are you kidding me? And I got it as the primary one. So getting it as the primary is really good, because it means you get. The first enchant will level up twice as fast as the second one. So getting smite as the first one means that I can get it upgraded very fast. And vampirism is very strong. It's based on the damage you're dealing. So if you're dealing insane amounts of damage, it'll heal you a lot too. I think there might be some other stuff that might be better as a secondary, but that's up there as one of the best ones I could get to. I would call this maybe top 5 combos you can even get on this weapon. And there's like already, I think, I don't know, 1,000 different enchantment combos you can get. So I got really lucky there. Okay, so I got Smite 2 already. Let's go grab this. And this is the gun that I'm gonna have to grind out the enchants here, so probably this run won't be too good. But that's not good. Yeah, this one won't be too good, but future ones will be if I can get my hands on this gun multiple times. Okay, I'm dying pretty fast here. My gym already died. But you can see the lightning already striking from that enchant. That's just money. I need not money. I need Oh, man. Okay, so the try again this time did take me back, so it's like kind of random whether or not it goes. I need to look into that. But yeah, that's a bug. Anyway, so I need to get the hand cannon back, which means I need to keep like over 100 scrap on me, so I can grind up the enchants on it. So there's 25. I need it. I think it's 125. In the demo, everything, all the weapons are half price, so that you can try them faster. Yeah. So yeah, they're going to be a lot more expensive for me than they are for anyone playing the demo. Because saving up like 125 is that's pretty expensive in the demo when you've only got 10 waves. Alright. So the Predator's also pretty good. I think what it'll be is I'll use the Predator sometimes and then the hand cannon if I can get it, but because they're similar. The Predator has a higher rate of fire and naturally it's stronger and less dependent on upgrades and enchants, but it's a good alternative if you haven't gotten lucky enough to get the hand cannon in the shop yet. So I'll probably enchant that one too. Alright. Shield's always good. I just wasted it. Never mind. Alright. That should get rid of those, hopefully. Got that. And that. I'm not getting very much scrap right now. So normally you can like attack certain parts of the pattern to get it to self-destruct, but it's usually best to try to deal as much or kill as many machines yourself as possible rather than having the automata take it out so that you get the most scrap. I think that'll be less important in the future when I shift the scrap rewards more towards chests rather than the machines though. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna use the Predator. And it has more natural penetration and a higher rate of fire. So it's actually going to be probably stronger in this use case than the hand cannon was. But once I get the penetration upgrades, the hand cannon is going to be way stronger. Yeah, so if you notice, I didn't use the Predator for the beacon, and that's because the actual damage output's not great, because a lot of the damage comes from the piercing of the shots. And there's only one beacon to shoot at, so if you pierce straight through it and you're not dealing that much high flat damage, you're gonna be in rough shape. Trying to line up my shots here. You get like, you gotta hit these shots or else the centipedes are gonna get to me. I'm doing pretty well hitting these right now though. Alright. You mean it's pixelated? You handled it by doing a trick with zooming in. Are you zooming on the game? Okay. Joy Deep, I think I remember you being in my emails. Like you sent me an email a while ago or something. Okay, so I already got the hand cannon again. I'm 2 scrap short of being able to buy it. That is sad. Okay, do I want the stopwatch? Yeah, the stopwatch is decent. I'll do it really quickly. This one is scary. Once I get the vampirism up on the hand cannon, I might use it. It's good for giving you more options in the shop, because when you take the potions out, you get a wider variety of options, and then also gives you a lot of max health. The downside is that there's no potions in the shop, so you're not going to be healing between rounds. You got to be able to heal inside the arena from chests and vampirism. So it's a dangerous upgrade to get. Yeah. Is that Phineas and Ferb? What? How do I handle RNG stuff like that? Just num value assigned to random from 1. No, there's random.random, which is 0 to 1, and it's a float. The full game would be 40 waves. It's 40 waves or infinite. So yeah, like you're probably gonna end up fighting the final boss the first time through, and once you've done that, you'll probably just see how far you can go. And what I'm planning on doing is when it loops around, it increases the health of all the machines, so you gotta have a pretty strong loadout if you're gonna keep going. Normally the health does not increase with time. It's just gonna be when you're looping around it does. So it's a bit of a different mechanic. It completely changes which weapons are good. Okay. So I could go and enchant this, and I can see what I get. That is not a good combo. I don't like that. I'm just gonna strip it already. Yeah, that was a bad combo. Thorns is not very good, but it was 16 scraps, so I just bought it. I think I actually need to even further reduce the price on that. Thorns is pretty bad. Unless you have, there is a use case where it can be good if you've got heavy stacks on sturdy, and there's an upgrade that'll, there's an enchant called sturdy that'll have a chance of blocking damage, and then there's an upgrade, I forgot what it's called, I think it's called close call, where if you're on 25% health or lower and you take damage, there's a chance of blocking it. So if you have those so that you're not taking too much damage, and then you have shields, there's also an upgrade that'll give you shields for chests, then you can be taking a lot of damage and using thorns. And in that case, maybe you could do something where it's really strong. It requires a lot of upgrades. The base damage on the Thorns bolts is pretty good. Okay, so here's the penetration upgrade that you really need for hand cannon. It's really expensive, but it's also really strong. I'm just gonna re-roll this enchant here until I get a decent one. I just got the exact same one again. What? Was that a bug, or is that bad RNG? I'm pretty sure it does random.choice, which should be sharing the same seed with everything else, so it should be different. And I mean, it's using the same algorithm for every weapon, so I would be seeing that with my luck. Like, I'm getting some very unusual events, you know, on my playthrough here. I did not get the upgrade. I need magnet. Sniper is really good if you got a controller, because the aim assist can aim at stuff off screen for you. Whereas you can kind of look at the mini-map and figure it out on this, but otherwise, if something's off screen, it's a bit tricky. Okay, I'm gonna take the random. Oh, that's a good deal, close calls. That's good. Please give me a good one. That's not the exact same thing again. I got Treasure Hunter again, but at least I didn't get Hit and Run again. Hit and Run can be really funny on certain weapons, but I do not need it on a sniper. Heat is terrible because it's on hit, and the snipers don't hit very much. So I'm going to strip that and go for another one. Quick Charge is terrible on this one because the secondary ability is dodging backwards. Quick charge would not be bad on the hand cannon, because the secondary is actually probably where most of the damage comes from. Precision, that's good, but yeah, overall I'm gonna re-roll that again once I get the chance. Has the game finished developing? No. I've still got another month or so. I should have gone to the chest. A rookie mistake. When are you gonna switch modes? There we go. Now I can just like do that and get through. Ah! Too much stuff over here. I don't like that. Centipedes. Ow. Slow down. Oh, I'm like almost dead. I'm dead. Okay. Let's see if I can... I don't have to mess with the hand cannon, or the predator if I can get the hand cannon. So, just gotta keep my eye out for that thing. That's not how you do that. I'm just face tanking stuff right now. I have not tried Python 3.13. I doubt it's done until times on Steam says it's done. I'll finish it hopefully a little bit before release, but yeah, I've got a while to go. I don't use threading for, I mean, if I want something to specifically be asynchronous, I'll use threading, but not for performance. And actually for performance you would use multiprocessing, not threading. But the case where I use threading is like for multiplayer stuff. In that case, it's important. I'm actually doing pretty well. This is the hardest difficulty. I intentionally did not do the difficulty below this because I would beat it too fast. Now maybe if I don't get to winter, maybe I'll switch to a lower difficulty, and then we can I can show you what winter looks like before I end the stream. Oh, there's the predator again. I'm just gonna hope I roll a potion from one of the chests, because I don't want to pay 25 scrap for a potion right now. Man, the and I just got one. The overload on my secondary is really funny when I see the double on that piercing round. All right. That is not scrap. I was hoping to get scrap. Normally you don't hope to get scrap when you're actually fighting stuff, but at the end you want scrap out of the chests. There's the hand cannon and I'm just short. Man. Okay. How much is this to enchant? 322. That's actually a lot. I'm gonna wait. Maybe I'll get the hand cannon again next time. Oh, I forgot to grab Jim. This would be a bit easier if I had Jim with me. This is tricky. Okay, there's too much stuff right there. Give me something. There we go, that'll do it. Man. That's rude. Ow. There's so many enemies right here. My stuff's not off cooldown. I need roly-poly. Nope, okay. I'm gonna grab Jim this time. I need Jim. So Jim acts as a meat shield because he heals every single wave and can block shots. It's always good to have a partner. And then it also increases your damage output. And when you have increased damage output, you clear the waves faster, and yeah. I'm gonna get investing right off the bat because I'll probably open more than 16 chests. before I die, hopefully. Slow motion is annoying. I probably shouldn't have picked it up. Okay. Oh, here's the gambler's dice. That can double chest rewards, so you can actually get 4x chest rewards with the right combination of stuff. I'm gonna go grab extra rounds immediately. I'm not gonna grab the heat because I don't have a super high rate of fire weapon. The rifle's roughly in the middle. It's supposed to be a quick, well-rounded weapon. I'm hoping that those aren't eggs up there, but I'm not being shot at, so I'm worried that they are. Okay, these things are really dangerous if you do not have a decent range weapon. Go. That's a fair bit of money. That's enough to buy the hand cannon, I think. So let's see if I got it. And I did. That's crazy. Alright, back to the hand cannon. We need to get this thing enchanted. And then maybe I can get to winter. Unfortunately, I gotta fight a beacon right now. And I got the high wife. Oh. And Jim's already dead. Oh man, that phase round did so much damage. I didn't know it was that high. I need to check how much it's set to. It did just like deleted that beacon from my quarter health. Ah, it's a freeze. Oh, and it just one-shotted all those centipedes too at the moment they spawned. Okay, so I need to get this thing enchanted. I'll get sludge. I'll grab these two, and I think I should, as long as the wave's not too easy, I should be able to enchant it still after this one. Unfortunately, there are a lot of eggs, which means I don't want to just clear all of them instantly. Oh, there we go. I was using gym shots to do that. Alright. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm not getting too much money out of these eggs because I don't want to just kill all of them at once. Oh, that would have been useful earlier. I could have healed a bit. Imagine if you had to reload, had a reloaded ammo. There's a gun that does. The revolver will, you have to stop and reload it. You don't have to press a button, but you shoot 5 bullets and you spend a while reloading. Alright, we get our enchant. And we got Smite 3 and Vampirism 2. I probably should have bought Penetration. That probably could have gotten me to Windsor. I'm gonna trust in the Vampirism here, and I'm gonna not buy the potion. Alright. Jim's taking damage. doing too good. I need to move over and go grab that chest that's over here. That's not good. There we go. I guess I'll have to buy the potion. I have a decent set of upgrades. If I could get penetration though, that would be really good. Wait for like over a second to get my shot from the sniper here. Alright. Sledgehammer is the other. Penetration and Sledgehammer are the main upgrades you get for snipers. Also, extra rounds doesn't hurt. So I'm actually gonna take those. And that actually leaves me in really good shape. I do have to fight a beacon here though. Beacon! Okay. I don't. Oh, I got it. Unfortunately, I'm in high life. Which means things are gonna be a bit chaotic here. For a moment. I want to grab all that money. Yeah, the sledgehammer just let me shred that beacon. Oh, there went Jim. There are some upgrades I can get that will help me keep Jim alive longer. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep him alive on this difficulty. I'll take the slow motion. Yeah, look at that. I wonder how that would have looked in not slow motion. When you kill the cells of the automata, does that change their behavior? Yeah, well, yes, because they will move around depending on what the neighboring cells are, whether or not they're alive. Can you only have 2 weapons equipped? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna... Magnifying glass is really good for snipers, so I'm gonna do that. How far am I from the next enchant? Okay, 230. I can get it this next round here. So I don't have to fight Jim again because I already fought him once. That's how that ends up working out. You really gotta clear the early stuff as fast as possible because that's the most dangerous part. I will say, swapping weapons is so much easier on PC. It's way easier to make use of multiple abilities. But aiming a single weapon is harder, I feel like, especially at long range. Oh, I didn't get to use lifesteal. Alright, but I can enchant the hand cannon again. Oh, I could do more sledge. So now 2.8% chance. One more enchant and I'll get to upgrade the Vampirism to 3. So the secondary enchant upgrades every other time. So the 5th enchant will give me that. I will take sludge. That will be strong in fall. in theory. Just getting, man, that enchants. Just every time I shoot something, it goes off. Look at all this money. I don't know how I feel about all these centipedes we're gonna fight here though. Oh, hello. Trying to grab the money. Unfortunately, my sludge is activating the egg when I don't want it to. It'll be useful on other machines, though. Those little brown things are the sludge. Yeah, I made it to fall, which is good. And 2 good enchantment options, but I might be, or 2 upgrade options, but I might be able to enchant here. Yep. And that gives me Smite 5. It gets really good when I start getting multiple lightning strikes on each bullet. But what I really need right now is Penetration as the upgrade. Alright, so the first wave here is pretty easy, usually, because of the way the difficulty scaling works. Or it should be, until I mess it up. There we go. So the way the fall works is that there are these spawner cells that don't die naturally. And they end up spawning a bunch of gliders everywhere. So you want to kill them as fast as you can, because that's what keeps things going, or keeps machines spawning. The other ones are just kind of attacking you. It creates a really interesting dynamic gameplay-wise, but it's very chaotic. So this upgrade's always good. Both of these are good choices, I think. I gotta save enough money though, so that if I see penetration, I can buy it. So that's like 150 scrap. Okay. Oh, I just shredded those so fast. And that secondary shred things. I might have to nerf the hand cannon a bit. The secondary is a little bit strong. Alright. Still got 200, so I can buy upgrades here. Aha. Ricochet's really good with snipers if you have enough penetration for it to bounce back and hit something else. But I don't have enough penetration yet, so I'm not going to buy that yet. Oh, there's the sword over there. I'll just buy more health. I don't know how much I'm at +3. So you start with, I think, technically kind of 6, because it's like 5.2 or something, so it looks like you have like a tiny bit of health left right when you're on your last bit of health. So you effectively can take... with this, I can take 9 hits from full health. Now that 0.2 does matter when you've got lifesteal that will give you partial health points. Why is Windows freaking out? Anyways. Am I one-shotting these things? Man, I'm killing these fast. Normally it takes a moment, and they're on increased health because of the difficulty. But yeah, this sniper is meant to just hit really hard. But it doesn't have much natural penetration, so it can only hit a couple of things. Okay. Okay, you're zooming away there. I did not mean for that to catch my shot. Ow. The diagonal ones throw me off. I'm used to approaching everything diagonally because the square machines you want to approach diagonally, whereas these ones you don't. Ow. Oh, there's still one more spawner right here. All gone. 380. The monies will just keep going up. Ayo, pause. I can pause. That is a thing I can do. Look at my fancy enchants. Alright. Ooh, I could get that. How much is the enchant though? It's probably 4 something. Yeah, 451. I think the right play is to buy these two. And that will... How often can I shoot? That's pretty good. And now this one's pretty fast. Alright. So, I am about to go into a boss wave with half health. That's not great. How did I handle that when the pieces of grass have to cover the player or not? No, the pieces of grass are always behind the player. But the trick there is that when I stand on it, they go flat, so it doesn't. So it looks like I'm kind of in it. The grass patches. Oh wait, oh you mean these ones? Yeah. That's just Z sorting. Okay, let's try not to die here. Oh, why did I stand there? I missed. How did I miss that? Oh my. Yikes. That's scary. Ow. I just want to get a safe place to stand. That might save me. If I can find something to shoot. Look at how much that healed me. That just saved me. That roll there. Okay, I need to get my hands onto spawners here. That's the annoying thing about beacon waves. You really do have to go for the beacons first. But you kind of everything else gets out of control if you have to wait to kill a beacon first. Oh, there went Jim. That's my meat shield. Yeah, this is so much chaos. I couldn't make it. Okay. Man. That's where things get tough. Do I want to go down the difficulty yet? I think I might give it one more try before going down to the lower difficulty and getting the winter here. If I had penetration, I could have done that. Because there's all this excess damage that's not being used. And that's what penetration is for. I forgot to grab Jim. There's the hand cannon. Can't buy it. I'm gonna go grab Jim though. I think his gun is just permanently misplaced until I restart the game. Or not his gun. His body's misplaced until I restart the game. Alright. Now what if I had the hand cannon and the I forgot what it's called. There's another thing that would oh, the Winter's Breath. That is the combo that would make it pretty much guaranteed I could get to the fall. So if I can freeze everything, it makes everything so much easier. Also, if I just get Frost Touch, that goes a long way in fighting the beacon itself. And this is going to be really good for my strat. Patterns I got here. I'm not doing a very good job of getting all the kills, though. Yeah, I'm messing up. 111 is pretty good. I'm a little bit short of what I need for the hand cannon. There's the money gun. I'll just grab the extra health and we'll go with Sludge. Sludge can be pretty good for fall, which is why I had it before. I'm gonna just go over here and I'm gonna get high life on, right? There went Jim. Well, I got a lot of money. I got 2 health left, I think. What's down here? Take this money. Ow. That almost killed me. You can see Jim knocked out on the ground there. Alright, I really need a potion. And we got one, cool. So here's the thing I can get that will, well, this will just turn Jim into a shield, but it would be funny. Okay. Nothing good to buy there. I'm gonna save my money for, hopefully, a hand cannon. I want a hand cannon for Christmas. And we're good. 243 by wave 5, that's pretty good. But I haven't bought any upgrades yet, so. This one's a really good upgrade. This is one of the best upgrades in the game, I think. This upgrade's good if I'm doing like shotguns, but I'm not doing shotguns, so. Shotguns are really good for like shredding beacons, and that's when beacons can be less of a hazard. But I'm going like for high damage right now, which makes, I guess, beacons a medium hazard. The ability heavy builds are the ones where you're really at risk for the beacon, because most of the abilities are just increasing wave clear and don't do much single target damage. I should make a a weapon that's good for shredding beacons with a single target ability. The revolver is actually pretty good at shredding beacons. I'll take that. And that one's also pretty good. I need money though. Treasure trove should hopefully get some health here. Oh, there's some. Trying to get the scrap without dying. Yeah, treasure trove is so useful. Just getting an extra chest every wave. I spent a lot of money on it though. And look, there's that shield thing I just bought. Oh really? There we go, that'll just self-destruct. And 212. That's pretty good. Will there be multiplayer once the game releases? No. But it'll be open source, so you can mod it if you want to. Do I want to do frequent customer here? That would be pretty funny. Get more treasure troves. I'm gonna do it for the funny. I don't like that. I do not like that. I do not like any of that. Okay with that. Oh boy. Okay, this is where the Swordmaster's pendant would be useful. Get up there. At least I'm gonna be right. Die. One's saved there. I might have to nerf vampirism because it seems like I was healing a lot with the hand cannon before. It's not even that highly enchanted yet. It's just the vampirism is based on how much your damage dealt is, so high single target damage is just really strong with it. Maybe I should do it by damage that actually gets applied rather than the damage meant to be dealt, so that there's a harder cap on it. Oh, there's the penetration. I could get it, and I probably should. Let's do that. I've got a really good run going here. If I can just get the hand cannon, that's all I gotta do. That and maybe one good breath. That. Please give me the hand cannon, or else I'm gonna be in a... Nope, that's not the hand cannon. I'm gonna be in a lot of pain for the fall season. I got one more wave before I gotta deal with fall. Just hope I get one on the next shop. I find it easier to dodge the cubes rather than the diamond ones. I just intuitively go for the diagonals, diagonal approaches, since the cubes are going to be longer. You also run into them first, so I think most of this will be able to adapt to fighting the cubes. There is another treasure trove. Do I want to spawn with 2 extra chests? And I will say yes. With this weapon, and actually even if I get the hand cannon, anything I plan on picking up, stopwatch is good, so I'm gonna grab that too. I'm a bit low on money, so I might not... Actually, I should hopefully have enough money. No, I won't, because the first wave on fall is pretty easy. I just gotta make sure I open all the chests first. Ooh. Ow, centipedes. Yeah, see, look, I don't even get very much money for that, because I was mostly doing damage to the machines that have a ton of health, which don't end up giving me too much in the end. But I can grab all this stuff. Okay, my health is fully restored. So now I just have to deal with the stuff in the corner down here. Where did that go? I do have enough for the hand cannon. Okay, I did do the math on that right. How did I survive the hurricane? By not doing anything. Yeah, it's the Predator, not the... I probably should have bought that anyways, because I'm kitted out for it. But I don't want a leg day. I will hold on to my money. Trying to shred these things as quick as possible. They're going to be very annoying in the moment. I'm hearing lots of crits going through. The enchants on this rifle have a very high damage output. I want to get over there because there's the shield, and then there's also lots of money. But I get away from that stupid centipede. Okay, what is going on down here? I don't like that. I don't like that. This is the angle to approach these from. Okay, but I need to find where the spawners are. They're like in... Oh my... I might not make this wave. Ow. I was hoping the Jim would tank that. He did not. Okay, so it's in here. I see them. I just smacked. Please give me a potion. Good enough. That actually might let me get in there and hit this thing silent. If I can just get 2 of them. Yes. That'll stop most of it. Oh, there went Jim. Unfortunately, a lot of these patterns can like persist for a while, even without the spawners. So I have to be very careful. Just try to pick it off. I'm gonna look and see if there's any other chests hanging around here. I don't see any. Okay, that looks like it might die off. Ooh, it's scary, scary, scary. Oh, no, there was not a good way to get out of that. Okay. I had a very good loadout in terms of upgrades, but my, I couldn't find the weapons I wanted. I almost had it too. There were only 2 spawners left, and they weren't, when you need 3? Wait, Actually, I think in that arrangement you need 3 to create more more machines. So it was in a declining pattern, or stable or declining, I would call it. So I was right at the very end there. I almost made it. How's my day going? I am hungry. Game sound is loud. I can turn it down a bit. How do I market my games if I do at all? Mostly YouTube. And that's actually I probably should do more outside of YouTube. But YouTube gives good returns on an investment in terms of marketing, because obviously I already have a lot of traction here. Frequent customer and treasure trove again would be very funny. That can give you a lot of money later on in the game. Okay. I'll do this one. Wait, no. Let's do extra rounds. That's more important. And then I need to start saving up for the hand cannon. On that pattern, you only have to, when it's the blinker, the 3 like this, you only have to kill one of the tiles, and the rest will die off automatically. Same thing with that one's called a tub. With whatever this is, I have to kill a lot of stuff. This is really good for getting money, the way it's behaving right now. It's reproducing a lot. There we go. Look at that. I already got enough for hand cannon. There was a streamer playing the demo the other day. Mine? Could you send me a link to that in the Discord? I didn't know that. Maybe a shotgun run? I could try that, yeah. I would have to build differently. Oh, how would I do it if I didn't have YouTube? The best one, if you don't have traction anywhere, is Reddit, but it's not as good as it used to be because a lot of subreddits have become hostile to self-promotion. What other obtainable character what do the other obtainable characters do? They have different weapons. They might have different health too, I can't remember. Oh, this is not good. Trying to not open up this eggs there. Standing right on that. Oh, I got it. There we go. I didn't even, I'm still over half health, that's pretty good. Alright, one more pattern up here, it's a blinker. Nice. Please give me the hand cannon. What do I do for my physics? I have a video about that. It's not too complicated. Oh, here's a good shotgun, but I can't afford it. Overheat is actually decent for what I'm trying to do. It's based on when you kill things, I think. Or, is it? I think so. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. Potion, nice. That saves me a lot of money. I'm like looking up and then just dodging with my peripheral vision. Lots of money. I'm gonna go open those chests in case they have money in them, or potions. Get money. Oh, that's kind of a potion. It's much stronger than a potion if you've got enough damage output. I might have to nerf the lifesteal a bit because it's a bit excessive later on. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. How much is it to enchant? 322. I might do that. That's a chest just right there. Oh, the invisibility is nice. See that coming? Ow. Bye-bye. Alright. Oh, this can be really good. Chest plate's also good. I think I'm gonna do both of them. Okay, Jim just got like one of the worst guns in the game. I should have waited to see what the thing was. That's that is actually the worst gun to have gotten with that. So the upgrade I bought will give Jim a random weapon. The primary of that weapon is meant to place a marker for you to teleport to. It doesn't actually do very much damage. I think it'll actually one-shot a lot of things, but actually I don't think it will on this. But yeah, without the secondary of that weapon, I can't actually teleport. So the marker doesn't do anything right now. Hopefully I just get another one, and I can re-roll that. But I spent a lot of money on that, which kind of ruined my run. So I might just pivot to enchanting instead, and just get good enchantment on my rifle. Alright. Oh, next round. Well, this one's the beacon wave. Yeah, with the chest plate though, Jim has extra health, so he can tank stuff for me for longer now. Oh boy. The fact that Jim's doing like no damage is making things so much worse right now. All that. Okay. Alright. Almost done with this wave. So it should be pretty easy to get to the ball on this run still. Not a great run, just because of the gym incident. Alright, 308. Let's see if I can get a hand cannon. Is this the October level? What? None of these are great. I'm just gonna hold my stuff and then go for an enchant next wave, and that'll upgrade my rifle. Slow motion here is kind of useful. There we go. 461, that's a good number. And I got the hand cannon. So I'm actually in good shape here. Can I upgrade the hand cannon? No, almost though. I'm not a huge fan of any of those options, so I'll wait. There we go. That's nice. The interesting thing about this game is if you really want to do well, what you have to do, if you want to be consistent, is rather than trying to go for one build, upgrade your weapons, upgrade all your weapons, or enchant all of them, so that you can use multiple different builds as you see what options you get in the shop, and you just adapt to that. That's the real way to do well in this game, but you have to grind for a bit to get the enchantments up on all your weapons. There we go, 624. I'm getting close to 1,000. So that's where the enchantments really get insane. Okay, I'll take the random item in a moment here. But I want to get this. Okay, Smite 6. If I can get one more enchant on that, it'll be super strong. I got Magnet. That's okay, actually. It's good for picking stuff up if I don't want to get too close. Actually, no, that's really good in fall because you really don't want to get too close to stuff. I don't know if Flame works on my Smite that comes down, because that's where the AoE comes from that doesn't actually kill stuff. I'm going to trust in the Vampirism. This is a bit risky, but that's what I'm going to do. It's not dying. Scary. I don't like all of those things. I'm just trying to get the spawners so that things calm down a bit. Okay. I couldn't get my shot to it. Come on, get me. There we go. That got it. There's now significantly less things to worry about. Come on, Magnet, do your thing. I'm barely outran that. After a certain point, the gliders and fall will move faster than you can. So you just gotta dodge sideways, not backwards. Oh. Okay, someone said that they teleported outside of the arena. I see that happened now. I gotta clear that every single wave. Okay. I'm gonna buy crit. That's useful. And then maybe I can get enough money this wave to get another enchant. This pattern right here, the 8, like that, is super deadly or super dangerous. So you gotta kill that one first, normally. The one right below me is like creates gliders. It's just the kind of second most dangerous one. And then that one down over there is the safest one. Because it tends to create patterns that don't move outward too much, or it can. It all varies a lot based on what's going on around it, so any spawner has the potential to be dangerous and get out of control. Okay, did I get it? Ow. Is there a spawner up there? Doing all this? I mean, I'll take all this money. Is that the last one? Nope. Okay, so there's stuff up here. Oh, it just suicided. It was just a glider that got away. I had already gotten all the spawners a while ago. Okay. Yeah, that's how you teleport out. Okay, so here's Frost Touch. This is what makes fighting the beacons a lot easier. Can I actually get an upgrade, though? Or an enchantment? No. Okay, so I don't feel bad about taking these. So the Sledgehammer and Frost Touch is going to go very nicely for deleting beacons. But I don't... This wave here is not the beacon. The next one is, so I can chill for now. Oh man, the lifesteal is insane. Ow. Away. Oh, that's not dangerous at all. Okay, so here's that pattern I was talking about that tends to spawn a lot of stuff. Fortunately, it's right next to a wall, so it's not spawning too much stuff. There's a potion right there. And a shield. I need to, like, get in there. So much stuff. I'm gonna go grab... There's a chest down here that I saw. Yeah, that'll help. Although, I'm a bit far away to be using... These are things that can lag a bit. Gotta catch all the gliders that are just flying around here. Okay, that got rid of the spawner. I think the rest is just gliders. Oh, it just finished. Okay. That was a little bit sketchy for a moment, but we got through it. Okay, 599. I think I'm a little bit short, yeah. So, I could get overheat again. I don't think there's really a good option here. None of this is very good. I don't think I'm going to be living long enough for investing to be good here. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to have to shoot at the beacon immediately until it freezes, and then switch to the hand cannon. There's the freeze. And gotta keep it frozen, and then I can kill it pretty easily. Oh my goodness, okay, that's crazy. Gotta get all that stuff. I'm not looking in the right places. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need to find a chest. That one helps a little bit. And that one. Okay. I just gotta hope I get... Okay, I got the lifesteal off that. With my enchant saving me here. I definitely need to nerf lifesteal. That's insane how much I'm healing. That's so broken. Because it's supposed to be that health is a very limited resource and you should not be taking damage that often. That's how the game was designed. But yeah, lifesteal's not meant to be something you can just spam for like infinite health. Ow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look how fast I'm destroying that thing. I may be lagging just a tad. Okay, I'm gonna get all my health back here. There is a spawner around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. That might have gotten it. I got most of it. So I think the rest of this will slowly die off. Hopefully. It's really annoying. It's all just the, these things. Okay, it's getting there. I'm noticing less, kind of. I might end up with 1,000 scrap by the end of this wave. Ooh, okay. Well, the things that are throwing those explosives at me are gone now, and it's just these things, which actually are more annoying. Well, they're less annoying in terms of audio, more annoying in terms of not dying. Okay, I'm super close to okay, I'm actually gonna lose from that. So that happens when, yep. If you take 3 minutes to clear a wave, you'll catch my asthma and it'll slowly kill you. And that's what I did too. I had enough money for another enchant on this too, which would have gotten me a Vampirism 4. But that needs to be nerfed. That amount of healing, well, I think what I'll do is I'll cap it so that you can't, when you crit something with Sledgehammer and deal like 50 damage when most things have like 3 health, you don't just get all your health back. That should not be a thing. But that's what was happening with the hand cannon, because it has so high base damage. Then I could crit. Then I could use Sledgehammer and stuff to increase that too. So that was insane healing. I got a little bit unlucky towards the end by not rolling the 1.5%, which is what got me killed. Because I fired a lot of shots and didn't get any heals. How long did it take me to make this game? I'm at like, I don't know, 250 hours. I got another 50 to go, I think. Yeah. I just noticed that I've been keeping my head below the frame. So like when my head's up here, it tracks my mouth. I think I've been having my camera pointing at my forehead, so my mouth isn't moving when I'm down here. If I'm slouched, but if I'm sitting up straight, you can see it, which is interesting. So the bottom's right about here. Yeah, interesting. Performance is really impressive with that many particles. Yeah, it could be better, actually, because a lot of the performance drops from doing trig operations like sines, cosines, arctangents, and I need to just have a cached version of those where it uses a lookup table because it runs a lot faster that way. And so what's happening is that all the particles run a bunch of trig operations every single frame, which is where the slowdown comes from, not actually rendering of them. So that that can be improved. And then there's still a lot of stuff I can do to fix the performance, so it's going to be even better than what it is now. What is my method for the mini-map? The levels are not procedural. but the minimap would work with procedural levels though, because it has like a base thing that it generates as soon as the level's generated. So it has that, and then it modifies it with whatever's on it every frame. What's my GPU? It doesn't really matter for this. I can I? Yeah. So you can see this way. I've got my 3070 Ti, but if you look, I don't think that's not this game. It's Windows using most of it. So Yawnoc, nope, that's my avatar. Yawnoc's right here. Yawnoc is using 2%. Wait, let me just do the main menu. Yawnoc's using, yeah, 2%-ish of my 3070 Ti, so it'll run on any graphics processing unit. But yeah, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I probably should have gotten back to working on the game by now. Unfortunately, I did not get to winter because I was playing on the hardest difficulty. The stuff you saw for autumn on that difficulty is gonna be nerfed because it's just way too chaotic. And then winter's actually way easier. So I'm gonna rebalance all that, and then I'm going to nerf vampirism, which was actually giving me a slightly easier time than I should have had. That was a little bit overpowered. So there's a lot of balancing stuff I've got to do. And then I've still got to add the 4th area, which I'm working on today. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching. If you think the game's interesting, you can go and check out the demo right now. The game will be out in a month for $5.